What up, y'all? Marjack79 here. I know, man, I'm putting this video out late as fuck, boy. This movie's been out for quite some time. Birds of Prey. Finally saw it last weekend, and I just want to talk about why I think it failed at the box office. Because honestly, man, it's not really a bad movie. It's not bad at all. I mean, it has some good fight scenes. Good screenplay. It had good editing. Stoker's obviously focused on the story. Obviously focused on Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey, Cassandra Cain, the cop, Black Canary. Yeah, I mean, it was a good movie, man. I really don't have too much comments about it. I mean, there was a few fight scenes here and there that was a little bit suspect, especially towards the end when they were trying to protect Cassandra Cain because she had the jewel or whatever, and Black Mask's guys were trying to get her. And speaking of Black Mask, I mean, he was a decent villain, a little bit psychotic for my liking. Just everything about it was just not the best, not the worst. Especially when it comes to the DCEU, there's definitely been better movies. If I had to put it in the ranking, I mean, I would still say Wonder Woman, Man of Steel, better. Aquaman, better for sure. Those are probably my three favorite DC movies. I think I definitely prefer it over Suicide Squad for sure. I'm still not a fan of Justice League at all. I did not like that movie, and I was not a fan of Batman v Superman, and I despised Shazam. So I guess it's right about in the middle of the spectrum for myself when it comes to the DCEU movies. But let's talk about some reasons why I think it failed, man. First reason, the movie came out in February. I mean, it's cold. Just casual people are just not interested in going to the movies during this time of year unless it's a big, huge name franchise that's coming out. And Harley Quinn is just not a character I personally think that's going to draw out the casuals to go out and see the movie, which is where you make all your money from. I mean, of course, like the big comic book nerds like myself and the YouTubers, the reviewers, the like that are serious about this stuff, like they're gonna at least give it a shot eventually when they have the time. Like I said, I didn't see it anywhere near opening weekend. Hell, I saw Sonic the Hedgehog before I saw Birds of Prey because it came out the same weekend that I was in Disney, and then I had another weekend trip right after that. Hashtag concave. Woo! But yeah, man, it just didn't come out at an ideal time where it would make a really good date night. It just is cold outside, man, and it just without that big names, it's just Harley Quinn and the blah 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 Birds of Prey or whatever. It's just not. And then the Birds of Prey also, like most people are just not gonna know what that is if you don't know, like if you've never really read the DC comic book, because they never really got represented in a lot of the cartoon series either, like the Batman animated series or Justice League, the Cartoon Network series. The Birds of Prey were never really prevalent in those cartoon series. So, I mean, I think it got a couple of DC animated movie spin-offs, but that's just not gonna do it. And you can promote it all you want, but I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Look what Joker just did, and then they try to come up with a Harley Quinn movie unrelated to that Joker movie and thinking that then maybe they can try to ride off the coattails off of that, but unfortunately it just doesn't work like that, man. The other reason that I think that it failed at the box office is there was literally no big name cameos from any of the Bat family. I feel like, or Batman himself. I mean, there's no way you do a movie like this centered in Gotham City and not have at least one scene for Batman. I mean, does Nightwing exist in this universe? Does Red Hood exist in this universe? What about Batgirl? I mean, does nobody from the Bat family exist in this universe at all? Like nobody, like Harley Quinn blew up Ace Chemical Plant. Like nobody from the Bat family thought about investigating that, and that would lead them to the Birds of Prey. I mean, I find that hard to believe. I mean, in the grand scope, I mean, Bruce, why would Batman not want to figure out what happened there. That's insane to me. So, yeah, I mean, I know Ben Affleck gave up his reigns to be Batman a while back. I mean, so, but I mean, I feel like you still. There's just no way that you can do a movie like that and not have at least some kind of a Batman cameo. At least somebody from the Bat family. I know, maybe I don't know. Robin is dead in this universe per se, but whatever. But you gotta have something, man. There's way too many other Gotham City rogues of villains. I mean, where was Penguins? Where was, I mean, of course, I mean, I guess Jared Leto is just done with his Joker role, I guess. They couldn't even get him to just be in one cameo for this movie, which was weird too. Okay, sure, man. No Two-Face, no Catwoman. I feel like this would have been a good movie for Catwoman to appear in. Poison Ivy. I mean, nobody, huh? So so that right there. I mean, that's why the movie fucking failed, dude. Because you got all these awesome rogue galleries worth of characters, and you didn't include any of them except Black Mask. And Black Mask, as a villain himself, is not strong enough to carry an entire movie. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. I mean, Obi-Wan Kenobi. I can't think of his real name. I'm sorry. Obi-Wan Kenobi did a fair job as Black Mask. He's a psychotic, sadistic. He's a cool villain. Excuse me. I always say, man, the superhero movie is made by how good the villain is, and he did pretty good. Mister Zaz is there. I almost forgot about him. He was always a cool Batman villain. I only really knew him from the Batman Arkham games. But again, those two are not. It's just there's not enough name power there to garner some pow, some excitement for a casual audience to go see a Harley Quinn movie in Gotham City. Nobody casual is gonna know who the fuck Mister Zaz is. They might know Black Mask, but they just I don't know. I kind of doubt it though. I kind of doubt it honestly. But yeah, moving on from that, and I just think that the overall choice to focus a movie centered on Harley Quinn was questionable in itself. I mean, why does the DCEU still not have a Green Lantern movie? Why does it still not have a Flash movie? What about, again, I mean, I know they're finally diving back into Batman with the Robert Pattinson announcement. Oh god, don't even get me started on his outfit. I don't like his new outfit. How do y'all feel about it? It looks like a medieval with the shoulder pads. Here, let me show you a picture of it real quick. Bam. You see what I'm saying? I'm not feeling it, man. But moving on from that, it's just I think it's just so many other DC characters that I would have chosen before I went back to try to garner some success from the Suicide Squad movie. Like I said, man, Flash, Green Lantern, Martian Manhunter. That would have been another cool one. Just, yeah, man. It's just a host of other characters I would have centered another movie around besides Harley Quinn. But I don't know. But even to say all that, man, it wasn't a bad movie. It's just the timing of the release, the character names that got announced for the movie that were actually in the movie. Just the grand scope. It was not enough powerful characters with a big enough fan base to garner the $1 billion possibility that companies are expecting these superhero movies to gross. I think if it was me, if I was going to release a Harley Quinn specific movie, I would have tried to release it around the Black Widow movie, maybe. I think I would have tried to, even though that's, whatever, but I think I would have released it maybe right after Black Widow to try to piggyback off of the success that's guaranteed to have. I think some better planning definitely would have maybe made that a little bit better, but that's just me. Another big reason I think why the movie failed to perform at the box office, did this movie really need to be rated R? I mean, did it really though? I mean, it kind of felt like it was garnered definitely towards like teenagers, and I felt like even the most violent scenes probably could have been toned down a smidge just to give it that PG-13 rating, so that teenage crowd, because I mean, I feel like it would have been a great, teenager movie to go out with your friends and see, but with that R rating, I mean, you're just not getting in there, and it's unfortunate because I think they missed a whole host of audience that would have went to go see the movie if it would have had a PG-13 rating. I just don't think. I mean, I get it. DC again trying to piggyback off of Marvel's success with Deadpool and Deadpool 2, both brilliant movies. But I just think with this type of movie, I mean, if you were going to try to do another R-rated movie, I mean, I think you've already garnered that success with the Joker movie. So you really didn't need to do that again. I mean, you should have kept the same level. You could have kept the same level of violence, just toned it down just a smidge. Just take out some of the blood, maybe not break dudes' bones and so on and so forth. Because, I mean, all in all, it was definitely a soft R. It was a soft R-rated movie. It definitely wasn't any like nudity or like grotesque violence or anything like that. So I think it would have helped them out tremendously if they just would have toned it down a lot to just get that PG-13 rating. Definitely, that's probably one of the top reasons why it failed at the box office as well. Alright, that's all I got to say about this movie, man. So if you click this video and watched it all the way to the end, man, you're awesome, because I know this movie's been out for a fucking minute. And I really wanted to put a video out today, and it's definitely the most interesting thing that's happened to me in the past week or so. So shit, I figured I'd talk about Birds of Prey. Like I said, not a bad movie, not a great movie. Just one of those movies where you're just like, whatever. Hopefully DC learns from this mistake, and next time just puts more of the Bat family in a Gotham City based movie. At least when it doesn't, the only character that could make that work is the Joker. That's not gonna work with Harley Quinn. I'm sorry. Alright, man, so as always, thanks everybody for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, you can follow me at youtube.com/marjack79. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Stay tuned. I'm going to have some more toy vids this weekend. I've just been broke. So I just got back from Disney and this other trip I went on. Yeah, so that's why I haven't been making any toy videos lately, because my ass was broke. So stay tuned for the weekend, and I promise I got some cool stuff coming up, man. So until then, I will see you guys on the next one. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.